Beyond is Kevin. Lego. 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 Hinton. Best be on your way. He's here. Hey guys, today you are in for another treat. This is a blast from the past. We are taking it back to the year 1999 in one of the sets that is probably responsible for my love of Star Wars and Legos. That is the set 7128, the Lego Star Wars speeder bikes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, here in front of us we have the one of the 3 minifigures that comes in this set. This is Luke Skywalker. The speeder bikes is a set from probably one of my favorite places, Endor with the Ewoks. And as you can see, this is kind of a very traditional Lego minifigure from the early years, 1990. It still has the yellow printing. Obviously, the front and back printing are pretty basic. And as is common in the time, there is no back face printing. You just got the kind of one face you were given. And so this is Luke Skywalker. The other minifigures, there are 2 identical minifigures that you get, are the Scout Troopers. Now these I really like, actually, because of the face print. I don't know, growing up I loved those faces and how it looks when you have the mask on. It's awesome. You've got some nice torso printing, nothing on the legs, and like I mentioned, nothing on the back, and absolutely 0 face printing. Now you get 2 exact of these minifigures, so there's another one that is exactly the same. Those are the minifigures. There's 3 of them, like I said, really cool. Let's get into the rest of the set. Okay, so here we dive into the first piece of this speeder bike Lego set. So as you can see, it's a simple kind of jungle build. Just honestly a place to stand up Luke and have him prepared for the upcoming onset. It's a pretty simple build, just kind of straight up adding in some of those, very kind of old school leaf pieces with one on top as kind of the jungle top. But it, just a very simple build. Now, the core part of what you get in this set is these speeder bikes. Now, this was in an era before you had all of the shooter weapons that we have now. And so obviously there's a lot more of a make-believe element to these. As you can see, they come, let me focus in. They come with a blaster, and these are the old school kind of horn gun blasters. They come with a backpack set there on the back. Obviously they have kind of the landing and flying mechanism. But in terms of aesthetics, it's just, again, for the time era, it's very simple, but there's just something so fun about it. Obviously, like I said, the key feature of this is that they're supposed to get their guns and kind of be ready to attack him. Pew pew, and obviously he's got the lightsaber to defend himself. But that's kind of it. It's just a very simple build. As you can see, these guys they fit on here very snug, but just perfect. And so, as always, we'll break this set down into the 4 main categories that I talk about. That is difficulty, quality, playability, and price. And as you can see, the difficulty of this build honestly is not high. These things, this probably has the most little pieces to it, but for the demographics and the time frame, I would say it was for the price point and everything, it was to be expected. In fact, I think it was a little better just because honestly it's I guess it has a lot of nostalgia in my heart. In terms of quality, I would say, again, for the time era, it is really good. It's a pretty sturdy build. Like the legs will come off. The legs will come off every now and again, but the rest of it stays completely intact. Obviously, this is very sturdy. And some of the key pieces are obviously the minifigures that you get as a part of the set. But otherwise, it's, you know, the Scout Trooper, honestly, the design, besides adding a bit more, has stayed relatively the same over the years. And so I really like the representation here. In terms of price, this retailed at $10. It did have 86 pieces. And so the price per part was a little more than 10 cents, so about 11 cents. And so it does make it, you know, higher than the 10 cents margin, but again, for Star Wars, which is a licensed product, 11 cents is actually a pretty good price. And in terms of playability, again, I might be a little biased because this vintage set is one that I grew up with. And like I said, it helped start my love for Lego Star Wars and that. And I mention a lot about the need to have kind of dual, you know, something for the good guys, something for the bad guys. And in the case of the Jedi, this is probably one of the only times, given the price point at $10, that I would say for playability, this is what you want. I mean, you're given, it's the Jedi's outnumbered, they have the speeders, all he has is the lightsaber. I mean, it is just like a very classic, fun play scenario. And so definitely think they nailed it on that aspect. So with all that said, let's sum this up and break it down into my actual rating scores. For difficulty, I would give this a 3 out of 5 Lego bricks. In terms of quality, I would give it a 4 out of 5 Lego bricks. In terms of price, I would give it a 5 out of 5 Lego bricks. And finally, in terms of playability, I would give this a 5 out of 5 Lego bricks. Guys, that means overall, this comes in at a 4 out of 5 Lego bricks. This set is so darn near perfection. Again, the difficulty was just a little simple. The quality, I think, it's so close. Again, there's just some little tweaks. Obviously, you know, I'm tainted a little bit by the modern day, but this set really is a 4 out of 5 Lego bricks strong. It's better than average. It's a $10 price point. It's such a good entryway for kids. I mean, you just don't see this amount of minifigures, this type of playability in sets these days. They're you know, things have obviously gotten more expensive, but just love looking back and seeing, you know, what we had. And this is a top-notch Lego set in my eyes. So hopefully you guys agree. If you do, leave a comment down below. And if you don't, leave a comment letting me know why. Like the video if this is the type of stuff that you like to see. Obviously, if you can subscribe, that helps me out, lets you know when I post other videos. I have a pretty decent collection of these vintage Lego sets that I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing for you guys. If you have any questions about my review style or anything, again, I'd love to hear from you guys. And with that, I think it's time to go back to the present. See you guys later.